Are you frustrated and tying yourself in knots and don't want to pay your local archery store $15 to fit a D-loop? Then stick around because I'm about to show you how to tie a D-loop. Okay, so what we need to do this is some simple D-loop string, a standard lighter, which you can get at any shop, what have you, and a pair of pliers. That's the only tools we're going to need today. Now, it's very important, and we can't stress this enough, that you use proper D-loop string, just like what I've got here, like what you can grab out of our store, because if you use standard cord or anything that you've found at a hardware store, you're gonna find that it's not gonna have the tensile strength that this actual D-loop cord does have. And the reason being is that this has been, it's got an inner layer, as you can see there, and it's a specially woven high tensile string designed to be able to take the 60 to 70, even 80 pound draw that it's gonna have on it as you pull. But not only that, when you're putting a release aid attached onto here and releasing, it creates a lot of friction and will eventually start to fray this. And the last thing you want to do is have standard cord or string that you've purchased from Bunnings or any other shop to snap while you've got a 60 pound or 70 pound or even 80 pound bow at full draw length, because really that's not something I would want to have happen to me. It's not going to be pretty. So we can't stress it enough. Make sure you get proper D-loop cord, just like this one here, and make sure that if you see any signs of wear on it, that you replace it immediately with a fresh piece. They're very inexpensive, so don't risk it by using a bit that's frayed or old or damaged. Now, as it comes out of the package, if you've gotten it from us, you're going to have a piece that's about this length, and what we're going to want to do is actually fray the ends just like that. Just mushroom them out with your finger like this to burn them. And what it's going to do is, as you seal it, you can see on this end here that it's created a bit of a ball shape, and what that does is it allows it to not pull through when you tie the knot later on. So to do that, we simply just grab our lighter, flick it on, and don't put it in the flame, but as you see, when you just put it close to the flame, it just burns it back a bit. And we just want to get it, because if you set it on fire, it doesn't really do too good for it. So just kind of burn the edges just like so until you got a nice little ball shape on the end. Now, as you can see, it's just created a nice little mushroomed head that won't pull through when we tie it. Don't burn your fingers now, but it does cool pretty quickly. So what we're going to do is to tie the first loop, put it in a bit of a U shape like this, pass it under your bowstring, and then simply put both these ends through the middle, just like so, and then pull on just one of them. And I'm trying to keep my hands out the way here. What you can see is it is a bit stiff, so you just want to pull it back. You just want to create a simple little knot just like so. And I'll show you from that side. You can see from each angle, see how it creates that U shape simply through. That's the look that you want to see. And once you've got it in there, just pull it tight. You can feed it through with your fingers and just pull him on tight, just like that, okay? Once you've done that end, we just got to create the same one. So pass it under, okay? If you've got the two coming over the top, you just want to make sure it looks the same. So pass it under, the same as on this side. Bring this one back through the middle again. Okay, so as you can see, it's come back through the middle. Now, you want to have as much length here at the moment to make it easy to tie. You pass it, pass it back over the top now, okay? So you want it to go under, through there, over the top, and then bring it back through and under to create that same U shape. Now, this time, only poke the end through, and you want to pull the middle again, so that what we end up with is two good looking loops that look just like that. What we can then do is grab your pliers out and you'll be able to give these a bit of a tug to just pull them on tight. Okay, now naturally you're going to be using a bowstring here and it's going to want to twist and bend a little bit, so just kind of hold it, pull him on through tight, and grab this guy here and just make sure that he's pulled on through tight as well. What you're going to want to make sure is that you've got a nice piece of loop here, enough room to knock your arrows and enough room to get your release aid onto here. But the same thing is that what the idea of this is that as you draw back on your bow, if you get a bit of twist in your hand, you're going to see that it's not actually twisting on the bow, and that's a really good reason to not attach your release aid directly to your bowstring, but to attach it to this loop here, because as you can see it's going to pull back and it's going to have the integrity of your string intact. So that's it, very simple. It's just got to be pulled tight like that. You can put your head of the pliers in, but that's about all there is to it, to putting a D-loop on a bowstring.